early life and beginnings in football. Born on December 30, 1977, in Douala, Cameroon, Bill Chateau grew up in a region where football was the heartbeat of the community. Raised in a football-loving family, Chateau was introduced to the sport at an early age. His natural athleticism and quick decision-making on the ball were evident from the beginning, which led to his early enrollment in local football academies. Chateau's talent soon caught the attention of scouts, and by the time he was in his teens, he was selected to represent Cameroon's youth teams. His impressive performances with the youth national sides were a precursor to his future success, and it was clear that Chateau had the potential to make a significant mark in professional football. Professional career beginnings. At the age of 18, Chateau made his professional debut with Union Douala, one of the top clubs in Cameroon. His performances in the domestic league were immediately notable, and he soon became recognized as one of the most promising young defenders in Africa. His strength, versatility, and composure on the ball earned him a place in the national spotlight, and his move to Europe was inevitable. In 1999, Chateau moved to France to join Caen, a club in Ligue 1. Though the team was not one of the top clubs in France, the move to Europe was pivotal in Chateau's development. He was exposed to a higher level of football, which allowed him to refine his skills and gain more experience in one of the most competitive leagues in the world. Peak of his career. Chateau's career reached its peak in the early 2000s when he joined RC Lens, another top French club. His time at Lens would prove to be the most successful period of his career, both domestically and internationally. With RC Lens, Chateau played a central role in the team's defensive line, helping them secure a League One title in 1998 to 1999, one of the club's most significant achievements in its history. Chateau's individual performances also gained him recognition from Cameroon's national team. He made his debut for the Indomitable Lions in 1998 and was soon established as a regular member of the squad. His powerful presence in defense was a key factor in Cameroon's success on the international stage during this time. One of his crowning achievements came when he represented Cameroon at the 2002 FIFA World Cup, where he showcased his defensive prowess on the world stage. Additionally, Chateau was part of the 2000 African Cup of Nations (AFCON) winning squad and featured in the 2002 Africa Cup of Nations, where Cameroon reached the semi-finals. His performances at both the club and international levels solidified his reputation as one of the top African defenders of his generation. International success with Cameroon. Chateau's contributions to Cameroon's national team were critical in their resurgence as one of the top footballing nations in Africa during the late 1990s and early 2000s. Aside from his participation in the 2002 World Cup, Chateau was also a regular feature in the Africa Cup of Nations (AFCON) and played in numerous qualifiers for the FIFA World Cup. At the 2000 Africa Cup of Nations, Chateau's efforts were pivotal in Cameroon's successful campaign, where they triumphed over Nigeria in the final. The victory further cemented Cameroon's position as the most dominant team in African football at the time. His commanding presence in defense, combined with his ability to read the game, made him an invaluable asset to the team. In addition to the 2000 AFCON title, Chateau's leadership and influence on the field helped Cameroon achieve consistent success on the continental stage. He was a central figure in Cameroon's qualification campaigns for the 2002 FIFA World Cup, where they advanced to the round of 16. Challenges and later years. While Chateau's career was filled with great accomplishments, his later years as a professional footballer were marred by challenges, both on and off the field. As he entered his 30s, he found it increasingly difficult to maintain his previous level of performance due to injuries and the natural decline that comes with aging athletes. After a successful stint at RC Lens, Chateau moved to Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia in 2004 for a brief period. His move to Saudi Arabia was part of his desire to continue playing at a high level and secure a competitive contract. Although his time in the Middle East was shorter than his European career, Chateau was able to experience a new footballing culture and contribute to the team's domestic success. In the following years, Chateau moved to Tunisia, where he played for Club Africain before eventually retiring from professional football. His time in Tunisia was marked by continued strong performances, but at this point in his career, he was increasingly focused on transitioning to life after football. Post-retirement and legacy. After retiring from professional football, Chato remained involved in the sport through coaching and youth development programs. His experience and expertise in defense made him a valuable mentor to young players looking to follow in his footsteps. Although Chato did not pursue coaching at the highest levels, he remained active within Cameroonian football, contributing to the development of local players and advocating for the growth of the sport in his homeland. Chato's legacy in football is one of resilience, leadership, and pride in representing his country. As a key player in both RC Lens defense and Cameroon's national team, his career spanned over a decade, during which he contributed significantly to African football. His efforts helped to put Cameroonian football on the global map and inspired a generation of young African players who looked up to his strength, skill, and leadership on the field. Although Chato's name may not be as universally recognized as some other African football legends, his contributions to the sport in both club and international football are undeniable. His defensive abilities, leadership qualities, and role in Cameroon's footballing successes have earned him a permanent place in the history of African football. Achievements and legacy. RC Lens, League One champion in 1998-99. 2000 African Cup of Nations winner with Cameroon. 2002 Africa Cup of Nations, semi-finalist. FIFA World Cup appearances, 1998, 2002 with Cameroon. Cameroon national team caps, 40+. Cameroon national team goals, 5. Through his commitment to the sport and leadership on the field, Bill Chato remains a figure of admiration for Cameroonian footballers and fans alike. His legacy is built on both his performances at club level and his leadership role in helping Cameroon to success on the continental and international stage.